Hello world, Shelly here, and it is high time we did a 5 first impressions. I've got so much new makeup here to play with that we just need to dig in and do some stuff. So I picked 5 things to try today. I've already got my base on, my foundation, concealer. The things I am going to try out today, you can blame Mel Thompson for this. You can blame her for many things that I buy. This is the Benefit Cheek Leaders palette. It's a blush bronzer highlight palette. She was specifically loving up on this highlight and the blush, and of course the Hoola bronzer is, infamous. And so I picked this up even though her recommendation was primarily for the mini size, but I could not get my hands on the mini size, so I just went ahead and got the big size with my 20% off. I've also got the Fenty Beauty bronzer. This is in the shade Into Sun, which is the lightest shade of this bronzer. I have from Smith & Cult. Some of this I picked up at Ulta, some I got from Sephora. The Glitter Baby Metallic Shift eyeshadows. I have this in the shade Amethyst, and it just, I love glitter and sparkly things. I also picked up a mascara that was recommended in the comments by you guys. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Zero Smudge Lengthening Mascara, and it was specifically recommended for lower lash line, since I have long lower lashes that like to smudge underneath my lash line. And also another recommendation from you guys in the comments from Shiseido. This is the Visionary Gel Lip Color. And I got a nude shade here. Ooh, it looks very pretty. Pinky nude. And that felt very gel-like. I love how sleek this packaging is, but I wish this matched the color of the lipstick inside. The thing I can't stand about the very high-end lipsticks is that none of them show you what color they are. So if you've got more than one, which hopefully you would buy lots of them is what I think they want you to do. You can't tell in your collection what color they are. Same problem with Pat McGrath. It's a high-end lipstick thing, and it drives me crazy. Let's start face. I really like how sleek this packaging is from Fenty. It's very lightweight. It feels like it'd be good to travel with. Still sturdy, but it looks very chic and high-end. Oh, let's dip into this. Woo. I love how light of a shade this is. You do not have to worry about going crazy if you have fair skin. The first pass looks very natural, but it's still visible. If you have even more fair skin than I do, I think you could totally pull this off easily and even stop there. It does not seem to have an orange undertone. It is that sort of mid-range neutral undertone. I kind of do like a bronze tour thing. I keep my bronzer a little bit lower and then I do my blush above. But, ooh. First impression is friggin' good. Oh, it's just enough. Like, this would be nice for even a low makeup day if this was all I was going to be doing. I'm going to go in and layer just a bit more and see if it builds. I've heard that it does, and it does. That's nice. That's really nice. Definite thumbs up on this one. I really like that tone and how it blended. Let's try some blush. I think I am going to start with the Dandelion shade here, since we have kind of a lighter overall tone going on. I can't wait to touch that highlighter in the pan. It looks friggin' amazing. But let's start with blush. I've just got a Wet n Wild brush. You know, I am not a huge blush fan. I wear it, but I wear it pretty lightly. I don't really go ham with my blush. I think it all goes back to my childhood where I get red in the face when I do physical activity and children are mean. And I used to get made fun of for my red face all the time. Now I don't care, of course. I'll work out and be beet red like a tomato and I don't care because that's my face. And that's just how my face is. This is a very pale pink and it's very pretty. I like it. It's really nice light makeup. I'm debating if I want to dip into that California because it's got some shimmer to it. Maybe I'm gonna try to stay on the outside and just get a smidge and sort of peach it up. But yeah, so I think my dislike of blush comes from kids making fun of my red face when I was younger. Yeah, I'd say this is nice, natural. Wow. It is like this gold pink shift. What a strangely beautiful color. That is like, it's like ethereal. It's not emphasizing texture. It is bam. So you're not going subtle with this highlight. This is like look at me highlight. I'm preferring the look of it, blended out, diffused. Because otherwise I think because it is such a distinct shade, you might get the sort of stripe look. And some people can pull off that stripe look. Like the way Stephanie Lang does her highlight, it's always a stripe and it's always beautiful. But I cannot pull that off. I need it diffused into my cheeks and into the little poof of face that happens when I smile. That is something else, you guys. Look at that. That's pretty. For eyes, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Too Faced Natural Lust palette. And then we will use the Smith & Colt sparkly stuff for the center of the lid. I'm going to go in with this shade Fall Hard as my transition crease shade. Using the Wayne Goss 03 brush. If you never buy any Wayne Goss brushes except for one, this should be the one. It is such a perfect brush for diffusing color for a transition, especially if you have hooded lids. It's just perfect. I'm going to darken the crease with this shade DM Me using a Sigma E25, which is another one of my top favorite brushes for hooded lids because it's got a taper to it that fits right into the crease. So this is going to be your like defined crease color, but then the way the taper sort of blends out the edges for you, it makes it really easy to just tuck into that sort of socket there and get a very nice diffused crease without a lot of labor. For the outer corner and outer crease, I'm going to put a little bit of this pink shade pinned down. This might be overkill with the top that I'm wearing, but I just want to get a little base of that color started out here. It's very similar, I think, to the glitter shade we're going to try. But I kind of want to, I'm blending it with the brown that we just put down. And you see how it just kind of pinks it up a little bit. This color reminds me of a shade that's in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. And I do the same thing there. I use it over a brown to sort of just pink up the brown without it being full-on pink. Next, I'll take this Such a Tease shade, and I'm going to use, this is a Smith 253 brush, and I'm going to keep this on the sort of outer half of the lid, just barely overlapping what we did with that pink just now. I'm going to take this shade here, Too Good. Same brush, I just wiped it off in a color switch. And we're going to put this on the inner, close the wrong eye, what? On the inner portion of my lid. Wow, that's pretty. The star of the show, let's get this Smith & Cult Glitter Baby in Amethyst. Let's give this a try. Oh, wow. I can already see the multi-dimensional color shift that this has. It's pink and it's purple and it's silvery and it's blue. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. That's pretty. Now I'm just going to go back in with that pinkish pinned down shade and bring a little bit more of that back into the outer corner. And I want just a little bit of depth in the outer corner, so I will take the black shade here, blindfolded, and just tap a tiny bit into the outer 7 area. Thank you to Nisha at Sugar Puff and Fluff for the entire concept of calling it an outer 7. It's so helpful to think of it that way for hooded lids. And I'm going to use Love Spark here for the inner corner. I'm going to take a tiny bit of this Buff It Out for my brow bone. I lined my upper lash line with the CoverGirl Active Get In Line liquid liner, tight lined with my Urban Decay 24/7 waterline pencil, or what's left of it. Curled the lashes. Let's try this Double Wear Zero Smudge Lengthening Mascara. Now, I was planning to just purchase this for the purpose of using it on my lower lash line, but for giggles, we're going to use it on the upper lash line as well and just see how it does. Now, I just started testing a new drugstore lash serum, which it's only been a couple days, so there's no effect yet, but it kind of leaves my lashes sort of clumped together, and this is the first time I'm trying to apply mascara with the serum on my lashes. This is definitely lengthening. I would say it's not volumizing, it's lengthening, which is good because that's what they say it's supposed to be. Ooh. You know, I like this brush because I want bristles. You know, I don't want one of those tiny no bristle brushes like that It Cosmetics Tightline Mascara. It just wasn't... I went through the whole tube of it. I used it. But I need to be able to like grip my lashes and sort of wiggle and pull it through. So you need bristles for that. And this has bristles, but they're nice and short. So you're not going to be stabbing yourself in the face with the bristles and making a mess. Yes, thank you to whoever recommended this. This is perfect for my lower lash line. We will see whether or not it transfers. I went back and added some Kevyn Aucoin Expert Mascara to my upper lashes because I just love the volume this gives at the root of the lash. It's so pretty. All right, let's try this Shiseido Visionary Lip Gel. My shade is 203 Night Rose. Oh, it definitely feels like a gel. Not quite the right shade for this eye look, but the feeling is wonderful. It feels less dense than a bullet lipstick cream, but almost slippy like a gloss with absolutely no stickiness whatsoever. It's not traveling around my lip line. It feels wonderful and it glides on so easily. All right, I see this. So here is the finished look. 5 first impressions with new makeup that I got from Ulta and Sephora, and I love them all. These are all wonderful first impressions. I have no complaints whatsoever. I will definitely keep you guys posted if these end up in a future favorite or fail video, and I would guess we might have some favorites in here. I love how this dried down. This I was expecting to be more pink. It definitely comes off as a pink purple on the eye, which I like better because on the website I bought it thinking it was more purple, and then in the tube it looked more pink, and I'm like, that's okay, we'll just go pink. But it has that pink purple shift, and I love it. I'll just say this. I've used this several times now. The Natural Lust palette. It wasn't in my 5 first impressions, but I am thoroughly enjoying it. I enjoy the Natural Love palette as well. I just think they're great basics for everyday kinds of looks. Of course, then I add glitter, and it's not really an everyday look for everybody, but it's an everyday look for me. I'm gonna go run errands and get me a sandwich. Thumbs up on this highlight. Is freaking gorgeous. It's the shade called Twinkle in this Benefit palette, and of course I already know that I like the Hoola bronzer, and this blush is a beautiful pink. Not gonna overdo it if you have fair skin and you're not a huge fan of a lot of blush. I love the texture of this lipstick. It's drying down in a way that just feels like I have moisturizer on my lips, like not face moisture. It just feels like it's locking in a plump sort of juiciness that hydrates and is not, I guess it feels like gel. I guess it feels like a gel lipstick, which I guess is, I don't know, I like it. It feels really nice. And definite thumbs up on the Fenty, and definite thumbs up. I have no marks under my eyes right now from my lashes touching, which I normally would have by now. So this Double Wear Zero Smudge Lengthening Mascara, this might be the solution for my lower lash line. I'll be very, very happy if it is. There you have it, 5 first impressions. What are you trying out now that the sales have all passed? Are you digging into your new makeup? What did you get? What are you enjoying? What should I make sure I put on my list for next time? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. Come back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time for new videos, and I hope you all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.